Did you know that over 18,000 divorces are granted in South Africa?
Having said that, this does not prevent us from desiring to get married and spending the rest of our lives together.
So come join us as we learn the skills and the tools to help us
Tell a different story of love.
Sanbanani, good afternoon, and I hope that you are doing well. Welcome to Green Pastures Coaching here online. My name is Tsogofatso Apani. I'm a relationship and marriage coach, and I help couples tell a different story of love. I always like to say this because it comes from you, it comes from you. The biggest intention is to help couples reach 50 years of marriage. The biggest intention is to discourage divorce, but encourage partnership, encourage loving each other, encourage growing together, encourage sitting down and fixing the different issues that you may be experiencing. And as usual, I am not alone.
Hi everybody, sorry for that. This is Mr. Tab. Yeah, we are helping people tell a different story of love.
I like what you said the other time, and you like Green Pastures Coaching is a pill. Yeah. So I know you forgot about it, but
I was just about to say me.
But I love what you said, that Green Pastures Coaching is a pill.
Yeah.
You know. So when we are faced and experiencing challenges, when we are lost and not sure where we are going within the marital stage or phase, we are that a pill. Selungisa, you know, and a pill does a lot of things. Anyway, so today what we'll be talking about or chatting about is we're talking about 3 things that will help you build your marriage, right? But importantly, not just build your marriage. These are very crucial, important things that will help you get to 50 years of marriage. These are very crucial things. These are the things that we don't even think about, you know, things we sideline and ignore because we think ngoba we are in love and gumnandi and we're going to stay like that. Even though we are taught in the years that marriage is a lot of work. You have to put in the work just like any other department of your life. You know, but we do take certain things for granted. So just to not waste time, let us talk about these 3 things that will help you get to 50 years of marriage. Right?
Let's do this.
Yeah. So number 1. Number 1 is emotional care. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm just going to explain a little bit more about emotional care. And as individuals, we are all born from a woman, right? And a woman who's a nurturer. We all have emotions, you know. So even though statistics would say that women are emotional beings and men are doers, right? They are visual individuals, but men have emotions.
We do have.
You know, men have emotions as much as women have emotions. So I'll make an example. For example, Mr. Tap will call me like every morning to check up on me, to check how did I sleep, you know, just to check for everything is sharp or not. Even though I may have spoken to him 4 or 5 hours before, but he will still call just to check sharp or not. So what then would happen when he does that, calling me in the morning and calling me at night and just checking also during the day, what happens is I always have these butterflies. Like this thing, excitement, what's a man, you know, to have someone phone. Obviously the action for him is the calling, you know, but the emotion for me is the emotion of being happy, being excited, falling in love, you know. I just feel like I'm served, I'm loved, you know, and that becomes the end result, which is the emotional care. And now I get to feel again, I am cared for, do you understand? And that's where the emotional care comes in. Meaning what it means is the process of what we call love, or what would happen is that the things that you must continuously fall in love with your partner and always be attracted to your partner, right? Is when they are going to do something, and whatever they're going to do is going to make you feel a certain way. Do you understand? Which then gives the conclusion to saying, I love Mr. Tepo, I am loved, you know. So on your side, what do you understand by emotional care, or how can as women better give you that emotional care?
Did I say hi? Okay, hi again.
Yeah.
Did I say hi?
Yes, you did.
But I'm not doing my feeling right. I believe one of the best ways that women can actually try, not try, they can do it actually, you know. Firstly, it's always important that they understand that specific individual, which is the partner, the husband in this, the husband in this instance, right? Urata who feel like when button number 1, button number 2 is pressed, right? I'll give you a typical example with you and I, right? There's a button that you press, and I feel like, my emotionally I'm fulfilled. Right? And for me, it's whenever we spend time together, the presence of you, whenever we might be, it's either we'll be together at a hike, or we're just chilling at a park, or just indoors, just relaxing, or in the car, just relaxing and just having those conversations, right? I feel fulfilled. Emotionally, I'm fulfilled, right? So I can tweet in book women should understand for who feel like drunk when what happens, especially internally, because you can say or something. It's not physical.
You must do something, then the person is going to feel a certain way.
React. It's the reaction, right? So that's how I feel. So it depends. It's different strokes for different folks. Some people enjoy when, I don't know, whatever. I can't speak for other men, but I'm speaking for myself as a typical example. Well, I'm fulfilled whenever we spend time together.
Okay, I love that. I think it goes back to understanding one individual's love language, right? That's why it's so important. And you know, also having this conversation about emotional care is that oftentimes when we are in the dating phase, right? Or the dating phase, when we are in the dating phase, the man being the hunter does all these beautiful things. If it's not the flowers, it's going to be the late night calls. If it's not, you know, like it was different. If it's not the chocolate and the spoiling and all these other things that makes a woman be lured into this promised land, right? Oh, this is what I'm going to receive. And when the marital proposal comes in, the expectation is that from all the things that within when we were still dating, I'm expecting we are going to still continue on those. And then the challenges become when after those things don't happen. So I think the important thing is to continue doing the things that you used to do.
Doesn't stop. Shouldn't stop.
Because then that's how you would then feed into me feeling we are emotionally connected, or my emotions can feel like oh man, I'm attracted to this guy, you know.
And you can do more actually.
You know. And if they part, because I change as but if there are things that we are unable to do, it's also communicating in different ways as well, so that but the emotional part of what we are where we decide that we want to also get married, continue in so that we can reach 50 years marriage.
Of course.
So that's the emotional part of it. Number 2 is protection. Right? So there's protection before and there's protection after. Right? So before getting married, within the dating phase, there's protection creates trust. Meaning when you protect me, Harley, maybe whether I'm in your family gatherings and something happens and you show that one protector from certain things, then I can again, it's like you are luring me to believe that I'm always going to be protected and secured. And therefore my expectation is even after the marriage, when really remember me coming into your home, it's sort of like coming into a foreign place, right? And so forth. So I'm expecting that you, as the man who I believe that you are, the leader, the one who lays out the foundation and everything, that I can still trust that you will still continue to lead when I see you protecting me moody with your family. So sometimes the challenge is understanding your partner, because I love to say how your partner you never don't treat her the same way. If your partner treat her with so much respect and as a leader, there's a high chance that they will give you the same respect. Do you understand? Especially if you then put those boundaries. Listen, this is my wife, but I also believe it's a vice versa thing, meaning on my side as well. You are coming into a foreign family, and you coming into a foreign family, you are going to expect I must protect you to certain things. So I don't like this thing. So now if you tutsi and I'm not saying anything, then it's like and then you're going to start feeling very uncomfortable, especially going into that space. And then we start communicating about our in-loves. But in actual fact, your partner, your key person who's brought you into that particular family is the one responsible for protecting you. I don't know in terms of like protection.
It's very important. It's quite vital. So that there should be limitation of respect between the family, which is my family in this instance, and Luaena, right? So some things, it's always best for it, let it pass through me first, and then because I know and understand how to communicate with you, right? So my family, like I know, so maybe my mom or sister, whoever, my brother would come through to you, and then you may not receive it well, right? And tell it was just does not meaning any harm, or even but nasa meaning any harm. But if it came through to me, then I said no, it's come or I think I'm let them inform me and notify you.
Yes.
Can you kindly 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you do it well with the peace and well not. And there's some things where they would say maybe there's things people speak, families speak, and then at that moment, let's say you're not there, that's where I need to be present. I need to lead and say, I'm sorry, I've realized you're speaking about my partner. I don't think that it's right, and I don't appreciate it that you talk about her this way, especially when I'm here. Like you say, I don't think you should do that. And me doing that, I've created this space where whenever I'm present or when I'm not, they will speak, don't. Done. Then I've saved a lot of things in the marriage.
But then what happens when the wife is the one?
Then again, it's my job to speak to the wife. I think like I want to do pause. So that do it, Aisha. You can't do this. Please don't do this. Please, if you can't stop it, then focus. If you can't stop it, because now it's just creating an uneasy environment around us all,
but I do understand, because sometimes the commotions and
the unnecessary,
and it's something that it's very important during the premarital space to speak about it. There are times, there are things even about your family, and once now I'm kikeni inside, once kikeni inside, there are things maybe your mom may see and like, hey, or they may think and I'm like, this is going to be a long road, and I think that's where sometimes we like as women to use that scripture to say, but a man must leave his mother and father and unite with his wife.
Of course.
But also remembering, you've taken up the surname and you've become part of that particular family. So,
suit you,
but not to actually check the law holistically, because we need each other. We are family at the end of the day. That's why we are becoming one. And yes, us becoming one is we are going to create our family. But it's important to create boundaries. As much as you create those boundaries within your family, it's important to create those boundaries within you guys as a couple to other people.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I like what you're saying. To say it's something that you guys have to speak about before. To say, and it's also important to speak to your wife about it. To say, Mamel, if you don't like something else, don't now because I don't care whether my husband is around or not.
Exactly.
And maybe then it's going to be disrespectful to other people. So it's a conversation that what happens when I get disrespected and you are not around. So like for example, something happens and I don't like it. Should I just now keep quiet? And it's a hobby, man. Like I speak in own position. I know I'm going to always run to you, but that's why it's important to have. Again, it depends.
And it's also that's one of the reasons why because I've realized that you are not the person who will be doing exactly.
They must give me can.
No, they won't. Because they don't know how to give it. It will never.
But I can't Mr. But sometimes you also have to think about this.
They do.
Sometimes it's like, let's say there's someone
just be spiteful.
Let's say there's someone who thinks and believes I'll tell you Mr. Tap, and then Mr. Tap we the breadwinner. Like Mr. Tap being the breadwinner, as said then it's over for us, and obviously then sometimes those issues say. So that's what I'm saying. In situations, say things happen. Sometimes but I think
it's also based on your reaction. React, then I react, and I'm the cousin said and then it's gonna be a big thing. Whereby when you just like okay, is it down and then
So I think I think what you're also saying is that know when to fight. So similar to how you learn these things along your journey of marriage, that are not worth fighting for. Sometimes pull to saying,
did you mean 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, I didn't like it, and especially if maybe you're not there, kind of way, but there's other situations where you can wait, and similar to if I have to speak to you to say I didn't like 1, 2, 3, and you have to call maybe your sister or your brother or someone home and
Exactly.
So I think also it depends on the personalities about, because like if you have watched our previous video, and one of the things Mr. Tap spoke about was peace. Because we both have that, even in our conversation, we're going to try by all means that harmony, so yeah. Okay, last one. That's one of the things that are very, very crucial, that are very important. It will choose some for living to 50 years in marriage. Is partnership. Is partnership.
What do you? No, I'd love you to do this one. Paula.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good at Pauling.
No, I Paula every day.
Yeah, Paula. Paula.
It's fine. So partnership. So partnership is it shows that we are partners. Yeah, it's partnership. So partnership is, when you come into a company, company one, we're together building this company. As partners. We are building something, like a certain vision. We are both going to agree to it. So meaning we're going to have one vision. Meaning partnership means Eric gets example about what we're speaking about in-laws and whatnot. For example, partnership it also means creating. I like what we call the philosophies for the marriage. If let's say our philosophy is first seek to understand, then to be understood, meaning that okay, then that's a better example. Let's say we are deciding, every time when we call one of our in-laws, this is how we are going to behave, or this is what we are going to do, and so that so that and sometimes but when you guys are not working towards one vision, understanding A1, A1. So let me just put it like that. That's what partnership is. Partnership is you guys having A1, having the same vision, having the same emotion, having the same understanding, and so that you can build towards whatever So if it's going to, if you guys work together in how you guys are going to parent Banabaluna, not because of what comes from Mr. Tep's family and what comes from my family, but it is us coming together to say, this is what I was taught, and you say this is what you were taught, and we're like, okay, I think what works best for us is 1, 2, 3, and then we align, and therefore we don't allow third parties to come in and dictate and tell us what we need to do, because we will always, like, we are always together in whatever we are going to decide. Similar to finances, you won't make decisions about finances without having to consult with me. I will make decisions that are about finances without me consulting with you. So what I'm going to do is, when I'm talking about partnership, is deciding if for example from your family, hey malume te kopa you can't make that decision only one. You will say, hey, Eric about it. Tirho does the same thing. If somebody says imali, and I'm like, hey, I have to speak to Mr. Tep. I can't now decide because it's my father, and I'm like, we have to partner. Like, it's not against other people. We're not working against other people. But I'm just saying,
we just become one.
We are one. So whatever decision we make that decision and then communicate with other people, right? Understand? So that's what the way the partnership is. So if there is partnership literally in everything, even if from outside, they won't affect us, because we've made rules and regulations of how thing from and that's what literally partnership is. And to get to 50 years of marriage, because there are no third parties. This union that you guys have created, and the agreement and covenant that you guys have made. So it's important to have that conversation before link animal.
Remember, that's why I'm going to give it a sort of typical example, right? When there's marriage, there's community of property, there's prenups and so forth, right? There are two children, especially a simple community of property. There's something that tells we are one. Like, what's mine is yours and what's yours is mine.
I feel like we must have a conversation. It
could. But again, I'm just giving a typical example. We are partners and we are one. For the mere fact that if we see ourselves, we'll be spending the next 50 years of our lives together, and we don't have to feel like any food or nothing else, then I think that's the best way to do it. We have to agree on every single thing. We agree to disagree, but in harmony. Do it in harmony, and then another powerful unit.
There's a book I read, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So it's sort of like an attitude or philosophy that you can actually use within the marriage in relating to partnership, which is first seek to understand. It's not first to seek to understand. It's whatever argument or issue it's either we both win or we both lose. Nobody wins and nobody loses.
Definitely.
When I winner and then I have to compromise or sacrifice, or no winner when I compromise or sacrifice, create really too. At the end of the day, whatever decision we must both agree to it, but be content with whatever that we may have decided.
They are one.
Exactly.
One of my favorite couples, right? The Dekafas and Dambul. See that couple. That couple. I'm telling you. But what's to fades? I think they're on a 60s, 70s now. I think they've been there, like they've been that way forever. There's something about young what is that? And partnership. They are just one. Like interview you know, it's just that unity that it cannot be broken. Never ever. Sure.
I love that. And I think we can wrap it up from here. Right. So
let's go be one.
Yes. Right. Thank you so much for watching this video, and you can comment below and let us know if there's things like which from the three things that we've mentioned, which one do you think you guys struggle a lot, Kayona? Or these are the things that you I said a red flag, man, but you've seen this particular thing makes me feel uncomfortable. Because red flags means a lot of things, and sometimes but we confuse the red flags and you feeling uncomfortable as opposed to having you to speak about the issue of feeling kayon. It's not necessarily a red flag, meaning I saw something feeling uncomfortable kayona, and therefore your intuition is telling you to address it. And if that issue is not it's not responded the way when you are not satisfied and I'll finish up kayon, then maybe maybe that was just a red flag telling me whoa. But I don't want to talk about red flags. So yeah, do let me know in the three which one do you guys like in, and what are you going to do to fix it. And yeah, that's it from her. Please do not forget to like, to subscribe, and share our videos. We will see you in our next video.
Bye bye. We are telling a different story.
I love that.